Hi there, and welcome to the Mimic Chest, a secret monthly podcast we do for patrons only, unless we release it on YouTube at a later date. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know what happened. The Mimic Chest, the premise is very simple. We normally just take other better podcasts and do our own spin on it, with mixed results. Today we're going to be doing a Would You Rather again. Don't ask me specifically which podcast that is. There's loads of them. There's like a fucking billion podcasts. One of them's bound to specialize in Would You Rathers. So we're mimicking whatever that one is. But we're doing a festive themed one as well, because this should be releasing in December, even though it was supposed to release in November. But with our usual professionalism, we were recording in the wrong month. And so you're getting some Christmas shit. Enjoy. Hopefully you'll listen to this before fucking February or something, but I don't control time. I wish I did. Anyway, who do we have with us today? Got myself, Steve Weverill. We've got
I was
Robert
going to let you
Bevan.
go for a while, man. That was awesome. Like you're just
MK Gibson. Yeah, I'm mimicking the podcast where I fucking lose my mind. But just going to sit here and talk to myself.
I was going to see you just kick your feet up, take a swill of beer. I was a lonely British child, and that's why I started powerlifting. And I punched out my father one day and got my first erection. I was 4.
I'm saving that for a different podcast, Gibby.
Okay, fair.
Fucking stepping on it.
Spoilers.
It's the Mimic Chess. We're going to relax and have a nice time. Couple of beers, talk some shit. In that way, it's very much similar to literally everything else we do on the podcast. How's everybody doing? Is everybody having a nice day? Is everybody preparing for the festive season?
Kind of. I'm Robert Bevan, by the way. You didn't introduce me.
Oh, didn't I?
No,
Everybody knows
Gibby.
who you are. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get past Gibby. Sorry. Oh,
Hi,
Bevan's
friends.
here
That's
too.
Robert Bevan. So
If you're watching this on YouTube,
You
then
did this part already.
you already saw his face. So the wonders of technology. If you listen to this with audio, get with the fucking times. I don't care if you're driving. You can do 2 things at once. Actually, no.
we know you're watching Netflix when you drive anyway. It's
Yeah.
already dangerous. You might as well watch us.
Scratch that. For legal reasons, don't do that. For non-legal reasons, do what you want. I'm not your mum. So yeah, festive season. The nights are getting cold and dark, and the urge to be jolly and tinsely and whatever else, overeat, for example. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have those urges every other month of the year, but they're
You're just
especially
justified.
poignant. Yeah, it's more acceptable. I'm drinking a nice dark London porter, has sort of overtones of a Victorian well-to-do gentleman staring at an orphan outside through his window. A real nice vibe to it.
I'm drinking Bud Light. This is the beer orphans drink.
You are the orphan out in the snow that I'm looking at.
I have a water because I was having some drinks earlier because we had a kid's birthday party. My son he gets a December birthday and Christmas, so I need a little bit of water to calm down now, just to like even myself back out because I still got a long evening to go. So
Now that the kids are gone, it's time to stop drinking.
yeah,
Okay, I did mention we're going to play Would You Rather again. Last time we did that, it went rather well. I had a great time. Emily was here. She's not with us again, unfortunately. We just can't track that lady down. But we're going to carry, and that means we can specifically do a Christmas Would You Rather without feeling guilty about not including all the other holidays in December, which, as everyone knows, is sort of like my Christmas tradition. So
keep an ear over the last side quest where he specifically went on a tirade about all the other ones sucking.
yeah, I mean, I do that all the time. I just happen to record it that time. I'm joking, of course. I hope this is accessible and inclusive and you enjoy yourself, whoever you are, and whatever inferior holiday you celebrate. Okay, speaking of celebrating things in an inferior way, Gibby, you got some Would You Rather setups for us?
Yeah, we can do a softball one right off the bat. How about that?
Okay, yeah, let's break them in easy.
Would you rather spend Christmas snowed in for a week with all the in-laws or Christmas in a Mexican prison for 2 days?
Ooh.
A week with the in-laws?
Oh, yeah, full week, maybe even 10 days, depending on how bad the weather is. I mean, they are snowed in, like both sides of the family. They showed up on, like, say, the 23rd. They're not leaving till damn near January.
Whoa,
Yeah,
slow down,
it's
slow down. You didn't say both sides. You said the in-laws.
yeah.
I can handle the
Oh,
in-laws. I don't want
You
my
raised
side.
the stakes. You raised the stakes.
Ah,
Oh no, because it's your wife's got in-laws too, man. It's your family,
oh
all the
crap.
family.
All right.
Or Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in a Mexican prison.
Oh. You know what? I like my side of the family. When I had in-laws, I quite like them too. I'm pretty good at getting on with people when it comes to kind of just eating and drinking. As long as I can just play video games for a while, I'm okay with that. And I'm sort of thinking Mexican prison, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. If there is some time to spend in a Mexican prison, that's probably the best time.
It's probably
I imagine-
warmer.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I imagine like even the most hardened of hardened criminals on Mexican Christmas in prison is going to be just a little bit more forgiving. You know, a little more gentle.
They'll kiss you.
I
on
was
the
going
cheek
the
and
opposite.
shove
I was
ya.
thinking, yeah, maybe you'll get laid.
Yeah, and I'm only getting laid in one of these scenarios. That's true.
And it's the prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a chance to work
Absolutely.
out, a little bit of sex in the sun. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's
It's no drinking though.
Well, there
From-
probably
you
is
got
drinking, just
toilet
not
sangria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not stuff you'd want to drink.
No, yeah, fermented piss.
yeah, toilet wine. I mean,
Some toilet wine. Guaranteed at least one decent square meal, I imagine. It's Christmas. Put some turkey in with the gruel.
I'm gonna go with the family because I can always turn the heater off in my garage and make it unbearable to anyone except me. And I have a fridge full of beer.
You have your fortress of solitude. That's true.
Yeah, I can make it a week.
Yeah. You can just lock yourself in the garage for a week.
I don't have to lock it. Nobody else wants to come in.
I just. Ah, you have such a customized nest that no other predator would dare invade. Well done. You've really prepared for this one.
This is every day of my life.
No, there you go. That's preparation, dedication. I'm impressed. I think that's 2 days. And generally at Christmas, I like to use some of my annual leave at work to get like a big chunk of time off between the bank holidays. We get like bank holidays for 2 days on New Year, 2 days on Christmas. Yeah, I think I could go to Mexican prison for 2 days, then catch up with the fam afterward, eat the leftovers, which is the best part, and have an interesting story to tell, and maybe a new boyfriend.
Yeah, I've never been to Mexico, so like I could at least put that thumbtack on the map.
Yeah. I'm just tired of turning up to Christmas single, you know.
and that
They're always
thumbtack
a
in
little
the
bit
ass.
disappointing.
I'm gonna go with the family because it's my mom's in law. Like everything you just said is fine. I'm not looking for love again. I don't like the heat, and I'm just gonna go with because I could just hide because the house is decent enough size that I'll just go to a corner and I'm going to play games now and leave me be. So. It's a week.
You know what? The heat is a bonus. We're in the proper English cold now. I don't know.
I'm a
2
cold weather
days of
guy.
if we get like an hour in the exercise yard, and I just get to kind of lie down in the sun for a little bit without anybody dropping a dumbbell on my face or whatever, that's a bonus. That's nearly a holiday. If I've got a
See, I
paperback
don't know
in
anything
there,
about Mexican prisons other than what the colloquially the fear and everything like that. I imagine it's not like the regular prison where you have like the various you got to join like the racist gang or they're like that. I imagine it's just if you just don't speak Spanish you're screwed. So
I don't think 2 days is enough for recruitment.
I'm
yeah.
not saying recruitment, but you're definitely going to be an outsider and
As an Englishman, I do have a lifelong kind of experience of being extremely polite in my total disregard for other languages. I reckon I could spin it out for 2 days. I think I could keep it charming, maybe not get stabbed for 2 days. And the whole joining the gang thing, I'd be like, guys, let's decide this on Boxing Day. Hey, it's Christmas. But then I'd be out of there. Sorry, Carlos,
they're going
it's
to
a
be
one-night
confused by
thing.
what you just said and attack you because no one knows what Boxing Day is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And so we'll fight it out on Boxing Day. And they'll be like, wow, that sounds really cool. But they don't know that Boxing Day is basically Christmas too, for which I will be back in England with nothing but fond memories. I imagine.
And chlamydia. So
Oh, definitely. But that's every year.
yeah, fair enough. They make medicine for that. So everybody satisfied with their answer. I'm going with the in-laws. But I think
Okay.
Bob's going with the in-laws, and you're going to
Yeah.
Mexican prison.
Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
try that anyway. I don't think anyone's going to realistically think I'm a cartel member. It's gonna take some work to get in there. I don't know. I didn't have any plans. Then I had no solid plans for Christmas, and now I feel like I do.
All right. That's you know what, I accept that. That's a good solid answer. You're adventurous. You're living dangerously, and I think the fans enjoy that. They appreciate that. All right. So, would you rather in front of an audience rather perform a twerk dance and a tinsel G-string, or a candy cane pole dance?
Also in a tinsel G-string.
I think it's a pole dance. So imagine you're just nude. So
That's not.
at the
That's
next
not better.
A&D con,
Yeah.
with only willing people willing to come there, are you going
This
to
is-
twerk dance in a tinsel G-string or do a candy cane pole dance striptease?
Not far off what I already do at A&D.
I've
Con.
seen you in those outfits and damn. Yeah.
Pole dance has to be completely nude, you say?
Well, I think it's a striptease. So I imagine
Okay.
you're going to start clothed and come down, but it's a candy cane pole, so it's going to be sticky. So
Oh,
choose wisely.
it's going to be fun with a disappointing ending. But with the tinsel G-string, I imagine I can put some like strategically placed baubles on there and
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah, exactly. You got yeah.
impress some people. Also, you didn't say how much tinsel. I could have a long length of tinsel just like hanging down to my knees. You don't know how much that's hiding. It's definitely not that much, but you don't know.
Just wrap it around a whole bunch of times and then add
Yeah,
a few
yeah,
more
yeah.
layers around down to the tip. So yeah.
But that guy's got like 2 feet of tinsel. Wow. I bet he's got a huge dick. They'll probably not say. But, I can give
And
the
thus
illusion.
Tinsel Dick Steve was born. So
Whereas
All right.
the striptease on the candy cane, everyone's just going to be quite disappointed at the end. So
I've got a couple concerns.
okay.
reasonable.
I think I'm ultimately going to have to go with the tinsel G-string, primarily
Twerk
because I
dance.
need.
Yeah. In other words, a
I
twerk
need.
dance. You're shaking that ass.
That's fine, but I need somewhere for the ladies to insert the $100 bills,
Of course,
and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
also dancing naked around a candy cane pole. My pubes are sticking to the pole while I'm trying to dance.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, did you
Ouch.
lick it ahead of time?
strips off.
I mean, you said it's sticky, and I mean,
It's going
Well, I
to
mean,
be...
it's candy cane. This is a load-bearing candy cane, obviously, but it's
I'm nervous. I'm sweating. That's
That's
worse
fair.
than licking.
I've seen what happens to my balls when they're in proximity to my thighs for any length of time. I can't imagine a candy cane's going to be any better.
Of course, you do this long enough, the ladies can just stick the bills to me.
stick the money to you. Yes.
Yeah. Just slap it on you like a skateboard
And also,
stick.
I like how you assume ladies. I think you got some guy fans, so don't you
Hey,
worry.
they got
Bill.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah. There better be hundreds. I don't want to see any one with like 2 zeros felt tipped onto it. You cheap
No,
bastard.
I'll just take fives. I'm not too proud. I'll just take a bunch of fives.
I'll take the attention because that's how fucking damaged I am. But yeah, it's got to have to be the tinsel G-string, I think.
I'm going with the candy cane pole dance, and here's why. I've watched the athleticism of these people. So if I practice ahead of time, because the people can actually do they flip the legs up and do the thing come down, and they do the inverted Jesus and all that stuff. For a lady, it looks cool because if a guy, the dick
Jesus
is
always
flopped
gets
over,
me hard.
Right, exactly.
Dude's ripped.
Hey, dude, man, exactly. Well, you walk everywhere and only eat fish. You're gonna,
Yeah.
you're gonna walk like a
Actually,
cubits.
Gibby, now you've put that to me, and I'm thinking, it's like, yeah, doing a pole dance is a lot of work and a developed skill set, and that just sounds fucking awful. So, tinsel G-string.
It's I can't twerk. I don't have much of a butt to begin with, so I don't have to shake. That's worth your time. And
You
I
didn't
think
say
if
I had to
could-
do it well.
No.
Well, I understand, but I would do if I do anything, I want to do it well. I mean, I try sex, and it just I don't like they let me come back, but it's and here we are. Uh,
Reasonable.
but I think I would like to do the pole dance because take a few classes, learn a few skill sets, maybe surprise myself, work a little bit, and you can
Hmm.
also strategically hide anything by the pole if you just position yourself enough, tease them a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing I thought of. Also with the pole dance, afterwards you might it might be more enticing to have your dick sucked because
Exactly. It's gonna you're
Good
gonna
sweet.
point.
one, you're gonna peppermint asshole to begin with. That's gonna happen. So
Nice.
you're gonna back up to that pole and do that little twirl thing. They back around. So
Hurrah.
that's definitely gonna be peppermint.
Whereas with the
Uh,
tinsel G-string, like you're just going to be wiping is going to be an issue for a while.
oh, you're gonna be pulling glitter out of your ass for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah. But still, yours sounds like hard work. Mine sounds like the easy solution.
Yeah, it
Um,
does.
I'm 9 times out of 10, Gibby, I'm going to go with the easy solution.
Especially
I'm
in a
with you.
situation like this.
Yeah. That's why I went for Mexican prison.
This is my 10 out of 10. I am going this one. I want to put the effort into this hypothetical situation that's never going to happen. So hypothetical me is gung ho for this one.
Yeah. Well, hypothetical situations that are never going to happen is pretty much the crux of this podcast, which is why I enjoy it. That was an interesting one. I think I learned a little bit about myself there, and you guys. Let's move on. Let's move on to the
Alrighty.
next one.
Would you rather experience a Christmas in the year 1700 or the year 2200?
Hmm. For a start, in 2200, it's not going to be Christmas. It's going to be fucking holiday or whatever Americans are calling it.
Holodex with an X. Come on.
Holodex. Holodex. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of 1700. I'm trying to remember the year where Christmas got banned in my country. Christmas banned in England.
Well, it came back by
Yeah.
Dickens, which was what, 1780 something?
Yeah, well, that was 1647, where it was banned in the kingdoms of England, which at the time
Okay.
included Wales. Still does. Behave, Welsh. Scotland and Ireland, it didn't work out very well. It rarely does. Following a total ban on everything festive, from decorations to gatherings, rebellions broke out across the country. That sounds like a good time to be celebrating Christmas, but it's about 15 years too early. So I like to think
All right.
15 years after this, people are going to be partying fucking hard because in living memory, somebody tried to stop them doing this.
Oh, it's gonna be like a speakeasy of Christmas. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
like just eggnog and titties.
They're going
So
to be like, everybody, let's do this hard because you never know when that prick's going to come back and try and stop us doing this. But also, there's the time travel question. Let's ignore the time travel question because if I went back to 1700, if I ate anything or drank anything, I would shit myself to death instantly.
We
And
can
also-
ignore that aspect of it. But I
Okay,
mean,
let's ignore that aspect of it.
yeah. Here's a question to clarify. Are we in our current geographical location?
hmm.
You said time travel. You didn't say time and space. Because again, the aspect of
So I'm
time
saying
travel.
you'd be
Just
okay.
say-
You were in a culture that had Christmas then. Gibby and I, however, 1700 North America. What are we celebrating here?
You turn up at a tinsel G-string and a Santa hat, they're gonna think you're a right prick.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that's Salem witch trials and shit. I'm going to
And also, let's ignore the fact that if you travel back in time and you don't travel in space, you die in fucking the void. Let's ignore all the shitty things that
All right, this-
clever people on the internet.
do we
point out.
ignore the
I was
smell?
not
Because every time you
bringing
go back
that
in
up.
time, people reek, and you're
Yeah.
you're a giant compared to them.
Well, back then people
No,
just used to
that's fine.
people used to smoke. This is when the smoking ban
That's true.
came in. All of a sudden, you go to a pub and like, oh my god, I can smell people. That was the worst thing
Yeah.
about the smoking ban. Like
God.
everybody not getting cancer and stuff. It was great, but the smell, it was a bad move. You go back to 1700, everybody knew they stank. That's why there was a lot of booze and a lot of smoking, a lot of open fires. I think that we got that covered. I think that's fine.
Because when I think 1700s Christmas, my mind immediately goes to like an England Dickens like setting. It doesn't go to like America because it's like what Bob said. Like I don't want the 1700s.
It's just I'm going to be stuck in there's a bunch of hostile Native Americans wondering what the fuck I'm doing here, and I mean the whole premise of this is I'm celebrating Christmas, so that's not going to go over well.
No.
You know,
I
you're
imagine you
you're
would be in a
heathen god.
location. I imagine you would be in some kind of popular like center. I'm not going to say you're going to go back and plop them in the woods of Maryland before it was like like it was just fields of timber and like
Well,
in like the Appalachians.
let's qualify a reasonable location at the time where Christmas might be celebrated.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, do you
I'm
want to go
still
to like
going to go
a New York celebration in 1700? I don't know when New York was founded. I'm a bad person. I was even in New Amsterdam then, but let me see.
probably. The Dutch know how to party now.
Yeah.
Also, your chances of getting stabbed go up quite a lot. People are a lot more violent back then. But I don't know how violent people will be in
Yeah,
2066.
if you're
Or
if you're talking
wherever it is
like Mad Max future,
yeah.
I'm gonna have an optimistic view of the future, and that's gonna be my choice.
Good luck with
The
that.
English, yeah, the English took over New Amsterdam in 1664 and renamed it New
England,
York.
England, England, England. Yeah,
Not for
okay.
long.
17,
Not for long. No.
1776.
For 70
Something about
years.
tea.
But there would have been Puritans. They might have been on the whole, like, still on the let's not do anything.
Yeah, I don't
fun
think New York was
bandwagon.
ever pure. So,
No, that's true.
uh,
No, I'm going to go for the 1700s.
well, can we even have you even discussed 2200? Like,
I'm just gonna take for granted that's gonna be better than going in the past. 'Cause,
I feel like we can't
Hmm.
as accurately discuss 2200 because we have no
No.
idea
like
if it exists.
180, like 180
But-
years, like.
That's not a long. That's not super long time.
Hmm.
But
gonna
I mean,
be,
the way technology advances, though, it's an exponential curve.
Right.
That'll probably feel like 10 times as long as traveling an equal distance in the
You
past.
just get there and you're just in a silo of human beings plugged into a virtual reality unit and you're just sitting there by
Well,
yourself.
that's what I'm saying is where does the AI take over? Do we have an ozone? Do we have like a big ring around the planet that's like been mined from asteroid metal that now it's like Elysium?
Yeah. I think the Matrix future is probably the most optimistic because they're probably having Christmas in the 90s. Which was, pretty, you can party like it's 1999 again.
Oh, dude, you can still smoke in bars and you
Oh,
wear
yeah.
trench coats and
Holy shit. Okay.
tiny
if it's-
sunglasses.
Yeah, if it's Matrix future and everybody's trapped in the simulation while their bodies waste away, which is much better than being in reality while your body wastes away.
100%.
I'm going to go for that because that's a
Yeah.
90s Christmas, which knocks 1700 into a cocked hat, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I gotta agree. Even if it's not Matrix, I think it's gonna be better than 1700s. That's
There you go. Well, you've changed
Yeah.
my mind on that, Bevan. Well done. You presented a cunning argument.
no, that was all you.
Yeah, but we're both bald men with beards and glasses. Sometimes even I have trouble keeping up with what's going on. For all I know, I'm you doing a hilarious accent.
I was waiting for Bevan to do his English accent. So
I forgot it. It's been so long.
I know. I think you just kind of become Julia Child.
Lord Farnsworth butter
Yeah.
biscuits.
Oh, you forgot it. There you go. Heaven forbid you should do an inaccurate accent, Bevan.
It was totally accurate because when I went to visit you, there was one woman in a bar that I thought she was making fun of everybody else, but no, that's just how she talked. And it was exactly like Lord Farnsworth butter biscuits.
You met one elderly lady with learning difficulties and thought, yeah, see, I got it bang on.
I couldn't believe it because I wasn't basing it on her. This was
I remember you telling that
independent.
story. There was a lady that talked like Lord Farnsworth. So yeah.
Did you try and communicate with her on her own time?
No, I don't want to talk to anybody that sounds like
Hello.
that.
Wise. Very wise. Have we reached a consensus on this then? Are we all Ghosts of
I
Christmas
think we're all
Future?
going to the Neo Matrix
Yeah.
Trinity future of the digital life. Yeah.
Just wearing a black PVC Santa hat.
Dude,
Tiny
yeah,
little-
exactly.
tiny
I just want to
little
listen to
sunglasses.
some Rob Zombie and not be judged. That's what I
Yeah.
want. So yeah,
That's all any of us want, really, deep down.
pretty much.
That's what Christmas is all about. All right, moving on. What we got next?
Goth people. All right, next one. Would you rather be elf size while everyone else is human sized? Or would you rather be the human size while everyone else is elf sized?
Permanently?
Just for Christmas, right?
That's just how the question ends.
It's
I
got to
don't know
be
if
just for
permanently-
Christmas.
How about this? December for the holiday season. For 1 month out of the year, you either become everyone shrinks or you shrink.
And we're talking about Keebler
little
elves,
elves,
right?
like the
yeah, not like
or like like the Santa. I want to be a
Not like
dentist
Lord of the
elf to
Rings.
stop.
That doesn't make
but
any
yeah,
sense.
get
It
Lord
doesn't
of the
say
Rings.
fucking size.
Suddenly
No,
everyone's good looking, and
not
I'm a
Captain
fucking orc. I get
Cheekbones
that
with
every day.
antlers. No,
The same size.
no.
Oh, now I'm slender. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I choose that.
now I can walk atop a snowdrift without breaking the crust.
I have a
Fuck
very
you.
pointy widow's peak, and
Yeah.
like I can see 1,000 miles when I wear my
That'd
contacts.
be awful.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's Lord of the Rings, I'm being the elf. Everyone else can be the fucking orc for a change.
yeah.
It
No.
would-
This is the kid that wants to be a dentist. The stop motion Santa, that kind of tiny elf. Like, let's say 3 feet tall.
Okay, well, here's what's going to happen for me. All of December, I'm not going to make a big thing about it at all. I'm going to be very nice to everyone. You guys are all elf-sized, temporary. It's fine. I'm going to spend that entire time eating clean, lifting weights, doing cardio. And on Christmas Eve, I'm going to go to the biggest party I can find and beat the shit out of everyone. I'm just going to John Wick an entire fucking room full of elf people. Just once. I've been good this year, and I think I'm owed it. I just want to feel like a fucking cave troll, just for one day, just for one magical evening, and hopefully they'll all forgive me when they turn into normal size the next day, because it's Christmas.
Day when
they
they're all
will.
like,
It's the fucking season of forgiveness, man.
it happens
this was
every
the
year,
first place
Steve.
my mind went as well.
Every year, Steve does this. Hey, everybody, it's okay, it's cool. But then he goes on his rampage, his December rampage.
Oh no, he's had his 7th beer. It's that time of year again. Hide. Ah.
You are Krampus to these people. Once a year, fucking
Just turn it up in a Santa Claus with some boxing gloves on. Ho ho ho, you Keebler fucks. Ah.
He just starts putting the wrist wraps around the knuckles, just getting ready. Just too long. It's a god. Yeah. So
I also thought about going on a giant rampage, but yeah, that's going to have consequences later when they all
I
grow
know
back
about
to
the
normal size.
consequences, man. This is you
All
got
right,
to take the magic while it's there.
Now, if this was permanent, I'd probably go small because you get like a job being a spy or something. Or no, no, wait, you're talking 3 feet. I thought we were talking like 6 inches, but no, 3 feet.
How do you
no,
think? How do you think spies work?
Well, they don't work like that. They would work differently if there were people that were 6 inches tall.
This 3-foot guy in a tuxedo turns up in the casino. Yeah, I'll have a martini, shake it, not stirred.
Take you places, and you just come out.
Can you also put in a fucking thimble because I'm being incognito here?
All right, no. 3 feet's not going to work out because
It's not going to work.
there are already people that are 3 feet tall, and they're
It's
not
very
doing great.
conspicuous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody else is going to be small.
You could dress as a toddler. You could spy on kindergarten, I guess.
Look at that toddler with a beard, and he's bald.
Steve, I can already hang out outside of a kindergarten.
You just wanted to put that on the record on the podcast.
that 3-foot child is with a beard is dealing weed to the other children.
Oh. If it was permanent, yeah, I'm going to go everybody else is 3 foot tall. I mean, it's great for the environment.
If it's permanent, yes. Not to mention the time you have relations, your dick's going to look huge.
Yes.
So,
Finally. Everything's coming up, Steve.
They got 2-fisted, so yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go tall, and I'm going to spend that month. I'm going to try to think, find a job that only a normal sized person can do, and that they will pay me like 30 times what they pay, people regularly because I'm the only one that can do it.
You'd just be a shelf stacker. Suddenly,
Yeah.
this has become a highly prestigious
Well, until
job.
they just start building smaller shelves, they don't need you anymore.
You've got a
You're just
good
the-
They only
5
got
year
a
window.
month. They're not going to do.
Well, no,
do
you could
all
just
that
join
effort.
the NBA. Like any
If
team, like they're when
even
everyone
if-
else is 3 feet tall. Like,
Even if it's forever. Even if it's forever. It's like, I've seen how infrastructure improvements work. They ain't quick. I'm getting about 5 years of just being a tall guy getting shit off shelves. It's like, yeah, it's going to be $100. Sorry, Keebler.
I think I would go the opposite route just for the sake of the argument. I mean, you guys are making great points, but if you get to like shrink down for like that 30-day period, now it sucks getting my son to and from school, so we're going to have to call an Uber or something like that because I can't drive. I don't think my feet will touch I can't look over the. But they make vehicles for little people who like they put the gear shifter and an accelerator on the
Or you could
steering
put little
wheel. So
extensions on your shoes.
well, no, what's his name? The guy who plays Willow, Warwick Davis. He's got a car where you can drive everything from the sitting up top. So that stuff exists. But for that month, I shrink down to what's it called? Size 1. All the beer is going to be like way longer. All the Doritos are going to be huge. Everything's going to be slightly better. I mean, just think about like a regular plate of turkey and mashed potatoes like that is a feast, So I'm not just being disparaging to like any like actual people with little people.
Think about how good you have it.
No. But like, for me, shrinking
Little
down, like,
people.
it's going to give me a different perspective. I'm going to like work a little harder to get around and things like that. And I'll be a holly jolly by the end of the year, and like I will hide from Steve constantly because I don't want him to come and like beat my ass.
And it'll be easy to do so because you're tiny.
I will become a Christmas tradition.
You know what doesn't get like doesn't matter? Guns, motherfucker, bring it! Like you start swinging, I'm in America. I will shoot.
I'm in England. It's fine. Every year, the parents are going to be like, "Well, you better behave this year." Or Steve's going to come over and fucking drop kick you. He might do it anyway. He really has no standards.
No ring around the roses. No, Steve will fuck you up.
It's like, he doesn't care if you are sleeping. He doesn't care if you're awake.
Whether else coming to town.
That's all I really want, Gibby, is just to be feared by everyone. I think that's a reasonable...
Feared by
Christmas
young
wish.
and old alike. I totally understand.
Just feel special just once a year.
Would you rather have sex with Santa or give an elf a blowjob?
Elf a blowjob. It might be like sweet, syrupy, not salty.
Well, taste comes out of it if I'm just having sex with Santa. I don't have to put anything of his in my mouth. And he's got a costume. If he just turns around and bends over, I just got to pull down the Santa thing. I think this could be anyone in a Santa costume, right? I can just put my mind somewhere else. Do the deed. It's done. I don't have to brush my teeth afterwards.
Oh no, this is the Santa naughty or nice list. He knows whether you've been good or bad, and this will determine your presence for the rest of the eternity.
Then he knows I've been very bad, and he'll know to keep his mouth shut. So
no, it doesn't matter if you're good or bad in this act. So yeah,
yeah,
Santa's got needs, and you better hit him.
No, I think he's going to be. I think this is going to be just as uncomfortable for him as it is for me.
I think Santa's a power bottom, and
I hope not. Oh God, you've ruined it for me now. I just wanted him to just, shut up and be a ho-ho-ho for 5 minutes.
It's in my head canon.
No.
So.
Oh, well. Well, you've ruined it for me. I was just hoping, it's like, look, we're 2 grown men. You've got a wife. I'm a heterosexual male. But we can get this over with. Just keep the costume on. I assume you never take it off.
Mrs. Claus watches.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I can look at her, get it done. That's great. But if you're talking like he's an aggressive power bottom, like, well, I can't just zone out of this while looking at his wife anymore. This is uncomfortable.
Well, you got to put some work into it. I mean, I imagine he's going to set the mood,
I don't want to
there might be
work into it. It's Christmas.
It's North Pole. No, it's. I mean, this is like July. It didn't say you got to.
Oh, right. It's his time.
He's busy at Christmas.
Okay. Right. Yeah, he's way too busy to fuck you at Christmas. Who do you think you are?
He got time to fuck you at Christmas.
He knows exactly how good you are in bed. He's not taking fucking time out of the work week for you, Sonny Jim.
So this might be a like March, April type thing. Maybe it's like during Easter.
Okay.
That's how he gets his power back. I don't know.
Wow. Okay, well now I sort of have to do it, really. I'm not ruining Christmas for everyone by not fucking Santa. Jesus. Don't put that pressure on me.
I think it's going to taste like eggnog.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah,
and it's going to be small, so I'm not going to be choking on anything.
True.
Yeah.
You both make compelling arguments.
And I'm with Steve. I'm gonna ream Santa. So.
And there's bragging rights as well. when it comes to Christmas
Oh, you
Eve.
saw mommy kissing Santa? Well, I was balls deep in Santa. Okay.
Well, let me tell you, kid.
Glad you didn't walk in on me.
Your loose mother's got nothing on what I did.
I made that belly full of jelly roll, motherfuckers.
I came down his chimney for a change. Let me tell you. Yeah, sorry, dude. Bragging rights. No one's going to respect
My
me.
sugar plums were nestled deep in his head.
100%.
Yeah, I'm at the bar. Everybody's exchanging Christmas stories. I'm getting no respect if I say I sucked off an elf. I mean, who hasn't? I fucked Santa. That's
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Did you fuck Santa? I did.
That's
Bullshit. You put the phone like swipe.
Oh, you got your Christmas bonus. Oh, that's very well. You can afford a pool. Great. I fucked Santa. Free drinks all night.
Also, exactly. I was also like, oh, you had Christmas this year? Thanks to me. I gave him his energy back during the Easter rites. So, yeah.
Yeah, because apparently that's a thing that wisely our parents never told us when we were children. But, yeah, sorry. I've got to go with the fucking Santa Claus. Sorry, Santa.
Same thing. Yep. I'm gonna destroy him. So
again, you're kind of
him.
like, if you're gonna do something, you want to be good at that, and I respect.
You damn right. Start training.
I think I'd be better at sucking off an elf.
Why do you?
I just imagine you like this. You're like, okay.
You could just.
Okay, hang on.
You could just lift up the elf like that. Just kind of rock him into your face.
Or just
it
pick
would
him
be
up, like
easy.
butt first and just because he's again 3 feet tall, so you got put a little work into it.
Again,
Would you
going
reach
back to
around
the
and,
last
like-
question, this is another excellent reason to be giant while everyone's elf size.
All right, well, a little more demure one this time. Would you rather go the entire Christmas season without Christmas movies or Christmas songs?
Movies.
Ooh. I think I've got to agree with Bevan on this one because the Christmas
That means
songs
no Die Hard.
I know. I do have a very kind of quasi-religious schedule when it comes to watching Christmas movies, and I would
No
be
Bad
very
Santa?
sad, to give up those traditions.
Yeah, there's
But-
that, but I can watch these any movie that I like, Christmas or not, I can watch it any time of year.
You can listen to Christmas music any time of year,
Oh, it
But I
feels weird.
don't. No,
and neither do I.
Unless you're in
But I don't
Korea,
want to
guess.
listen to it during Christmas either. Every time I go to a grocery store, like I don't want to hear songs. That's me, all gone. Just every one of them.
No, I think, to me, although watching the Christmas movie is like a little special thing I do every year, the Christmas music just kind of being there in the background every time I leave the house, that's kind of, it's up there with decorations and people being slightly more stressed than usual. That lets me know it's Christmas outside of my little world. So I think, for the sake of being out in the world and being a part of something, which I don't often do, I'm going to have to give up the movies.
Yeah, I don't want to give up either. But I would sooner give up the movies than
I didn't want to fuck Santa Claus, Bevan, but here we are.
I'm kind of curious about
Speak
the
for
elf.
yourself, buddy. We could compare notes. I mean, there's nothing to say. It's not all being done in the same room. So, like,
You know what? I reckon if you suck off an elf, you're going to end up choking on glitter. That's how it's going to end.
I'll be distracted from trying to watch Die Hard, so it's better that it's not on anyway.
so when you're trying to blow this elf and Steve's in the same room plowing Santa,
Oh my God.
what's
I
going
didn't
through your
realize.
head?
What a horrible coincidence. Bevan, what are you doing here?
Like, little do you know, he comes down from the North Pole to I don't know.
It's March.
Like the remnants of the old Viper room,
What are the chances of me having to do the annual Santa Claus plowing in March and you're here sucking an elf?
He goes to Vegas for the conventions. Santa goes to the porn conventions, and they got to set one of the hotel things set up, and they got the back room for it.
What a wacky coincidence this is. Some rom-com shit. Yeah,
All right.
I'm giving up the movies.
I'm giving up the songs because I walk out, I'll see decorations in every store, and we're still in the same enchanted feeling of cold, so everybody knows the theme is there. I don't need Mariah Carey singing to me, so I'm good. That's me.
Reasonable. That was a close one, but
All right. Would you rather chug a gallon of eggnog or eat a whole gingerbread house in one go?
Mm.
God, that's so much.
A gallon.
A gallon.
Then again, all
Yeah.
right, let's talk about the size of the gingerbread house. They do come in
It's
various
got to be
sizes.
comparable to the. It's got to be comparable to the gallon. So I'm like
So the
of
All right.
same
eggnog.
mass of gingerbread. It could be a
Oh,
gingerbread bungalow for
Ye-
all you know, but it's still going to be the same mass as a gallon of eggnog.
all right, I'll do the eggnog.
Right,
Just
what's a
'cause I feel like
gallon in
easier,
pints?
liquid would be easier to get down.
Is it like 8 pints? I think.
Okay, I once did a yard of ale. Okay, how many pints is a yard of ale?
How
I
many
was
pints in a
sick
gallon?
afterwards because somebody put a yard of ale is only 2.5 pints. Someone did put a load of vodka in that yard of ale, so we're talking like 4 yards of eggnog.
Yeah, it's 8 pints. Eight. You have to drink eight
Yeah.
pints of eggnog.
I'm doing it in the yard now because that's the reasonable way to do it. I'm not going to have just like a big bucket of eggnog. That's going to get messy.
No, just get 8 pint glasses.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to get messy.
It's definitely going to get messy. I could
Okay,
do.
so have you ever made anybody do the milk challenge? It went around the internet a billion times. You have to
No.
drink a gallon of milk in an hour,
Oh
right?
God, no.
And the body physically can't accept it. One, your stomach's really usually not big enough, but you try to process a little bit over an hour, but your body temperature drops. People automatically always start vomiting. Sometimes they start vomiting up like stomach lining, so it turns pink and bloody. I had a buddy of mine. He's just like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. He got down to the last 2 pints of milk and just like shut down. He just shut down. The other guy who was doing it with him was shivering so bad they had to put like a blanket on him. So
Sound like a couple of cowards to me.
yeah, well they tried. Well, that was just milk. Now I think the viscosity
booze.
of an eggnog, a nice
Well,
noggy.
Does it help? Does the booze help? Maybe the
No,
booze
there's not
helps.
necessarily booze in eggnog.
No, there's
Yeah.
definitely booze in eggnog. Fuck off. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it properly. All right, well,
you drink a gallon of rum. I don't know, or brandy.
yeah,
whatever
well,
you
we've all got to
prefer.
die, haven't we? And I'm not dying choking on a fucking house.
You're joking on Santa's cock.
Well, you already said I'm giving it to Santa in that scenario. Definitely not dying choking on a fucking elf, I tell you that much.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm
Well,
just saying that's how you
I
start. I
chose
don't know
the
what
elf
happens during-
specifically because I'm not going to choke on it.
You don't know how big an
gonna
elf's
be-
dick is. We've seen
Yeah, don't be an
Game of
elfist,
Thrones.
man.
You know,
Zip, flop.
you can be like a really big dude with a tiny dick. You can be a really small dude with a huge one. So, and I reckon that every single Christmas elf has a giant wang.
The toes curl around. That's one of the dick goes, and because one did, they put the other shoe on for a sense of balance.
Their underwear looks like their shoe. They have to curl around 3 times.
Yeah,
So, but when they get erect, does it straighten out like a party favor?
Yeah.
like a corkscrew
All right.
penis. Yeah,
I may
yeah,
have to
it's-
rethink things. That's
Oh,
It
no,
makes
that's-
that
that's like
noise
a-
too.
That's a duck dick. Yeah, exactly. And the bell jingles.
Yeah. And an angel gets its wings.
Yeah, so
We're
what the fuck
ruining
were we
Christmas
talking about?
today.
I'm going to eat the gingerbread house.
A gallon of gingerbread. What are
Well, I mean, it's going
ramifications
to be a
of
big
that?
enough house. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know, but I think I could. I think I could like chew up the gingerbread and the icing and get all that down, and like I'll be a diabetic coma. I know I will vomit from the nog. And here's the thing: I like eggnog, and I want to enjoy it later. I don't really care for gingerbread, so if I hork that up, whatever. I'm not. But it's kind of like if you've thrown up an alcohol a few times, and you're like a few too many times. Like once you've had cider come out your nose, I'm not gonna have a cider for a while.
No,
you know.
no.
You know.
Yeah, I don't drink
See,
cider
I'm the
for a
opposite.
similar reason.
after when I throw up after drinking, like that's second wind time.
I've met people like you before.
Oh, you're a
but it's
professional.
not,
I've met you.
Yeah,
That's
it's not it's not a common thing. Most people, when they throw up, they think, "Oh, I'm going to stop doing this now." This is nature's way of telling me to stop doing
this is the body's like, this is our last chance, dumbass.
No, this is
Keep
like,
breathing.
all right, I've cleared out the toxins.
I don't think
we're-
medically that's how it works.
No, I think that's exactly. A good job, Bevan. You're damn right.
I mean, it's worked for you. Bravo.
I mean,
sir.
I haven't done that in a while, like
At least 3
since
weeks.
I lived in Korea. No, I'm talking almost a decade. Yeah,
Because when
I'm
I
not. I'm
turned
not as
21 in
young as I used to be.
California, I was stationed in Monterey, California, and we turned 21. And the first thing they do is they get you drunk, but they don't just get you drunk. They take you down. They ply you with pints of like lager and cider. Cause there's one British pub, and we were near where we were stationed at. But there's a outdoor patio. But there's like a square big thing where the tree comes up in the middle. You could stand up on the corners, and they put shots at each of the corners. And after you're good and drunk, you have to do your birthday walk each corner, take a shot. But the shots are like milk and sambuca, or like honey and like habanero sauce, and like what's that stuff? Jägermeister.
Sounds quite
Just
delicious.
it's not when you're already drunk. So it's
Sounds like I
basically
don't have to brush my teeth afterwards.
no, it's more like you've already primed your stomach with TNT, and now you're just putting the match, And
Oh,
so
yeah,
what you don't know is that they're like taking best, see how long it takes you to puke. So once I had all that cider come out my nose enough times, I'm like, I can't. It took me like 4 years for I could drink cider again. So
Okay, fair. Right, I'm gonna say either way, I'm gonna be sick and ruin everyone's day. But I do think a younger me, we're talking 8 pints of eggnog. Put that over 4 hours, easy. 3 hours maybe. 2 hours.
oh no,
and being
a
sick,
few
but I'm
hours you can
surviving.
process it. I
Yeah.
think it's the 1 hour
At
challenge.
a 1 hour challenge, no, it's just that's a capacity thing as well, because you can't piss out that much in an hour, and it's eggnog.
Do you think you
I
piss
don't-
straight nog? Just pee nog,
It's pee-nog. Never been in that situation before. Sounds like
I
in the
don't-
name of
yeah.
science and adventure, I should do it
Yes.
anyway.
I don't think I could physically do either one. So
No,
just put some booze in the eggnog. I'll do my best.
I'm failing at this either way, but in one of them, I'm drunk. So
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
I'm just gonna fail. I'll admit that there's some times in life, I will knock out the candy stripper pole, like a candy game pole dance. I'm just gonna fail at this.
yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen.
Well, I think we have to accept, I think people have to learn in their lives that sometimes you're just going to fail. And it's the trying that counts. So I'm going to say I'm going to do both.
Would you rather be attacked by 100 small sentient snowballs or chased by one gigantic one for all of December?
Ooh.
100 tiny ones. I mean, I can't physically overcome a giant one, but I can really enjoy kicking the shit out of little ones over and over again.
Because I imagine if they're like sentient, they're coming at you, they're going to reform and hit you and reform and hit you. And it's going to be just annoying, but like 100 of them, like for the rest of December, they're just following you around and attacking you.
Yeah, but the giant one, I mean,
Well,
That's
I mean, maybe the
even
giant one
worse.
gets winded after a while. I don't know. So maybe the giant one's...
gets
That one
winded.
could crush
Well,
my
it's big.
bones.
Yeah.
The 100 ones, if they're not like, unless they're forming into one giant snowball, which is cheating, I'm going to say right now.
It is cheating. I'll
They
give
come
you
at
that,
me, they're
Evil
like,
Genie,
ha,
that's cheating.
I splattered you in the face. And I'm like, okay, you are liquid. I'm going to absorb you and turn you into piss.
Or I'm just gonna piss on you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to piss your friends onto you. So I think like I'm not winning either of these fights. God, no. But in one of the scenarios, I get to piss their dead friends into their faces. And I think that's a moral victory.
Yeah,
Giant snowman.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
go
going to
with
get Indiana Jones like straight away.
Exactly. It just boosh. It's gonna knock me down as like a bully. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Steve when he's beating up the elves.
Yeah.
And that's just not
I know.
cool.
I don't
So-
want to be on the other end of that. I can't run, Gibby. I've never been able to run. All I can do is ingest these 100 upstarts, turn them into piss them into the faces of their companions.
Maybe you could fight it back. Is it a fluffy snowball? Is it a hard packed snowball?
I don't know. I
it's
once
like-
made a 10-foot snowman with my kid, and I put a little colander on its head, metal colander for a hat,
Mhm.
because it was a snow warrior. And
Of
the
course.
head fell off, and the colander, this metal
Beamed
colander
you.
just crushed. It was like to 2 dimensions. So, a giant snowball. comes
Yeah,
at
that's
me.
the problem. It's still
Yeah,
water.
It's
And
gonna
when you
kill
put, like
me.
it's if you put like many gallons of water in a space like this, that's still
Mm.
heavy. It's just,
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to outrun it because I don't run. I haven't run in 20 years, and I don't intend to start now. I will just
Smart
die
man.
because it's easier. With 100 little snowballs, I get to crush some of them and feel like a big man before I die.
yeah. I'm going to definitely be attacked by the 100 little ones, but I'm going to take some of them inside with me, and the other ones are just going to splat against my door because they're snowballs.
Hmm.
I'm going to take a few inside with me and just put them in the microwave,
Oh,
just so his
absolutely.
friends will know. Just so his friends will know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I'm going to put them in. I'm going to make
Put the cups
margaritas
of
out of some of
water
these.
outside as a warning.
Right.
It's going to be
Yeah.
like straw dogs, but with snowballs. And every time they're going to come in, I'm going to ha, and they'll like hop into a blender. And like, you're part of my mixed
Yeah.
drink now, motherfucker.
Yeah. Turn
Again,
you into a margarita. Yeah.
Like the other option, like the question we asked before, the option that has potential for booze and cocktails, I'm still not winning, but I am drunk. Whereas I can't put a giant snowball into a blender and make it into a margarita. That's ridiculous.
You could carve out pieces of it and do that, and get some satisfaction that way.
No,
If we
that's
have any artists out there, I want to see Steve
I'm
versus the
drinking your
giant snowball.
flesh.
Just a bare chested Steve with a whip with like a aluminum bat or aluminium for our British friends, just wailing on this giant snowball coming at him. Just I want to see that epic battle. So
that. I don't see myself coming off well on that, but I will die heroically either way. I mean, ludicrously, but
yeah,
still heroically.
how did Steve die? Sentient giant snowball that
And they were
tracked
like,
him down.
Yeah, always kind of knew that was going to happen. Yeah,
Oh, did he fuck around with the Christmas genie again?
it's
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
ever since he fucked Santa Claus, I always knew he'd go out that way.
Well, ever since he shrank everybody and like just beat them up, like everybody pulled their magic wishes together the
like,
next December.
yeah.
So while everyone else is small, okay. So in this headcanon, you shrank everybody
After
and
the
they all used their
Christmas
Christmas
Eve
wishes.
fucking massacre of 2024, Steve had this coming.
And then they sent him into the future, and he came back all cocky because he got to be like '90s Neo. So they pulled their magic wishes, and now they created a sentience like a fuck up Frosty. He's coming for your ass. So.
Yeah. Well, this all makes sense now. Really, this is all my
all
own fault, and I can't complain about it. Doesn't matter how many pints of eggnog I've drank. That giant snowball's coming for me.
This is another reason
comes for all of us.
you should blow an elf. It's not gonna
That
come
was
back
my
out,
mistake. That was the mistake I made that started
you
all of
fuck
this.
with the big man.
It's going to
There's
come
gonna be
back on it.
consequences down the road.
Just swallow your pride and swallow that elf cup.
Yeah, I mean,
It just tastes like
it's
eggnog.
just like you're blowing an Amazon employee. It's not Bezos.
No one cares if you blow it out as an employee. You fuck the big man. Consequences are coming for you. Reasonable. Yeah.
Would you rather never, ever get a gift again or have to give everyone in your family a sex toy for Christmas?
Definitely the first one, give it.
I've got kids. He's coming up on 12. Hang on, he might need a fleshlight. I mean, that's it's actually might
Merry
be the best
Christmas.
father gift ever. Trust me, you'll thank me.
I bought you this sex worker. As much as I wish that happened when I was 12, I understand now as a parent why you can't do that. But
Wait,
All right,
can't
there
or should it?
are-
Wait a minute. There's this can't business. Hang on.
well,
I'm
it's
not
morally inadvisable, let's say.
Well, I mean, if you come from a place of like, I understand that you're going to go through these things on your own. I'd rather be safe and use this toy. Justification.
See, I've never, for dudes especially, I've never seen the necessity of a sex toy. It's just like, you have God's perfect sex toy on each of your arms. It's just like,
And your feet if you're lucky. Yes.
yeah, but everything else is just, you're wasting money, kid. It's like, I'm not buying you that. Get something, you can have a fucking Nintendo, all right?
I don't want to cut myself off from getting gifts in the future. I mean, gifts that covers a lot of territory. I could potentially do something with my life someday, and I might get really nice gifts.
I'm assuming Christmas.
I don't want to
gifts,
jeopardize
so.
that. Well, that's not what you said. Never get a
No,
gift
I
again.
know, but
Oh, come on, man. Context. This is
based
the
on the
Christmas.
Whatever,
theme of
whatever.
this,
I don't, whatever it is. Maybe I'm
our
getting a
pencils
nice
have
Christmas
erasers.
gift.
Hang on. Would you
Maybe-
never receive a Christmas gift again? So,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or
Yes. All right. Still, Christmas gifts can be nice. Somebody might give me a car or a house or something someday. Uh, yeah. All right, kids. Here's some sex toys. We can keep the receipts. Take those back.
I mean, broad definition of sex toy. Are we talking like Japanese love pillows? Because then you can like put it off as a mistake. You'd be like, I thought you liked Gundam Wing. You know, you could you could maybe get around this.
I mean, I'm not saying you need to give him like, a giant butt plug. You can like, hey, here is a riding
You could
crop
get-
for
you could
your
get a
horseback, for
a
your
reasonable
horseback
size
riding
butt
lessons.
Uh, yeah, maybe you could wing this. I mean, it would be a fucking hell of a challenge. You'd have the charisma to fuck out of this, but maybe
You got to
could
roll
just say-
nat 20 on the charisma.
Yeah, you could just say, "Oh, so I thought this was just a standard anime toy. You kids like
Yeah.
anime, right? I thought you'd like this full-size rubber replica of that anime character. I didn't know it had holes in it." And maybe you can
Well,
like
you went
just
all out.
one.
I'm just thinking like, here's a
Yeah.
pair of like cuffs.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Cups and rubbers?
I'm thinking
Cups and
dildos.
rubbers.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
Okay.
my kids are teenagers. Their father is Robert Bevan. They were at the
Sure.
shingle shoot. Ha
Oh dear God. Yeah.
Hilarious.
You
And
could
there
just
you
say,
go.
"I got you this prop from the movie you were in." Oh, thank
Yeah.
God we have an out. Brilliant. I knew that weird movie we produced would come in handy one day.
Also, like, who doesn't want to set a dildo nunchucks? Like, it's
Yeah.
just,
No, I think I actually, Bevan, you've turned me around on this. I think with enough cunning and ingenuity, I could style this out. Just one bad year. Surely they won't remember me for just one bad year. Can just
But it's not a bad. I mean, you can get them other things, right? Is this the only
sure.
gift you're giving them?
yes.
did
yeah.
not say that.
All
It
right.
did not say
Here's
that.
an Xbox and a dildo.
Hey, I'm not fucking made of money, man. They're getting one present.
Just- yeah, Dad was drunk. He's hilarious.
Look, you can get all kinds of shit on Amazon these days. I can't be held responsible for that, which I click on. I don't know. I think maybe you could style this out. But at the same time,
Well,
Christmas is all
it's
about-
we're a
it's all
small
about
family. The
giving and
wife, myself,
receiving.
and me, and my son. So like he's turning 12. Like so again, he's a 12-year-old boy. Not gonna hurt my wife. Like here you go. She's like, thanks. So like I can get away with this.
You could just like buy someone like a real doll and be like, "Oh, I thought you wanted a real doll." Like a doll, you like dolls. Why wouldn't you want like a real doll? And then you
All
think,
right,
"Oh,
Steve,
it was
that-
just a
no.
mistake," and then you like
That's
sell it afterwards.
This is a level that
Nearly.
Also,
new.
when you said you're not made of money, those are thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
could sell it afterwards, mate. I don't think they have like. I think they probably depreciate better.
Never
than
use
cars.
real doll for sale.
I do not think so.
Actually, no, mate. The kind of guy who's
Here-
gonna fuck a doll ain't that fucking choosy, right? They're gonna be like, never used. We're like, well, I didn't really care if it was.
I don't know. They might actually be choosing.
Bought this by mistake for my kids. They're not even gonna read that fucking line, man. They're just, they see a sex doll, they buy it. I assume.
All right. You want how long? How many you want to go for? Like
Okay,
we just
one
hit the
last
hour
one.
mark.
One last one to
All
take
right.
the taste of that last question out of my mouth.
Well, this isn't much better. Would you rather
Oh, no.
give or receive a lap dance to/from a mall Santa? Would you rather give a mall Santa a lap dance or receive a lap dance from a mall Santa?
How many children are watching?
All of the
Okay, then I'm receiving, and
and acting like I'm being assaulted. Yeah.
yes, help.
No
I-
children are watching. Like that. We're not gonna make this
Okay,
too
right.
weird. Like even I got like.
Okay, well, Gibby, we live in more inclusive times. There is no reason that
Truthfully,
Santa can't be a woman.
Don't
In
talk
which-
your way out of this one.
In which
Webber.
case, I'm giving a lap dance to that lady Santa.
And a tinsel G-string.
Absolutely, I can combine two here while pissed off my face on 8 pints of eggnog. It's not going to be fun for her, but I'm
Because you're gonna go fuck the real Santa after this anyway.
I'm killing some birds here. I'm getting all of these done on the same.
What if this
fucking
is your
day.
audition? You've got to give a lap dance to this one because that's your audition.
I'm gonna
to
be
fuck
like,
Santa to
hurry
save
up and
Christmas
put
for
those fucking
2024.
notes in my G-string, love. I've got to go beat the shit out of a room full of elves. Some of us have got places to be. It's Christmas. Oh,
I'm gonna receive. I'm not gonna enjoy either one, so I'm gonna do the one that takes the least amount of effort.
I got a
Even if
backpack.
it
I want
is,
to receive as well. But like,
A
also, I'm
really
just curious.
huge fat guy.
You know, I'm just curious. Maybe he's got some skills. Maybe he doesn't smell too much like granddaddy's booze on my breath. So, you know,
Also,
If it is, no, it's a mall Santa. It's not the Santa.
we
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
Mall
that.
Santa.
We're living
All right,
in
yeah. If it
a
is
scenario where it's
the
a real one.
Santa,
it
then,
says Mall Santa in the question.
He
so.
could just
Yeah,
be
but
in a mall. You don't know
yeah,
if
it
it's
could
not the
be.
real Santa. Santa
And
exists in this
just
scenario.
on the
I fucked
off
him. I know he's
chance
real.
that it is, then I want him to be taking the action here. I don't want to be assaulting him.
I want to be on his knee, telling him exactly what I want for Christmas. If there's a chance that I could just go like, do you like that, big boy? I want a fucking Ferrari. There's a chance. There's a small chance. But Santa exists in this scenario.
Because your performance was so poor, he sends a giant snowball to taunt you for the rest of December.
Yeah, that's probably how that happens, actually, yeah. Oh, well. I tried.
No, you
I
did.
aimed
It was a
big.
valiant effort.
Yeah. Well, again, I think we've all learned something about ourselves and the spirit of Christmas. I hope everybody listening had a wonderful time. And I hope you have a lovely holiday season. Celebrating whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit.
You know, Linus doesn't have shit on us.
Yeah. And thank you, Gibby, for pulling out those awful questions. That was
You're very
lovely.
welcome.
And we'll see you on the next Mimic Chess, wherever that may be. See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye, friends.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons!